Humans are not perfect. We all make mistakes when we are new to something, and Team Fortress 2 is no exception to that. Today I'm going to list the 5 worst mistakes that new players make. Don't feel ashamed though, because all, and I mean every single one of the mistakes you see in this video are ones that I've made myself. Also, if you're an experienced player, maybe you'll learn something new here as well. So with that being said, let's begin the video. One of the biggest mistakes that I see is enabling mouse acceleration. Now what that does is that it changes your mouse sensitivity depending on how quick you're moving the mouse, basically changing your sensitivity on the fly. With an inconsistent sensitivity, you really can't flick or track enemy players properly. Therefore, be sure to disable mouse acceleration in Windows and enable raw input in-game for maximum gaming skill. Another common mistake is using the default FOV, aka field of view. The default FOV is 70 and it hugely hinders your ability to play the game. It is as if your view is zoomed in and your awareness will be reduced because of that. I mean, it's not totally useless. With a lower FOV, you get slightly more FPS and your aim may be a little better because everything is just a bit bigger, right? In other games, it might be okay to use a lower FOV, but in TF2, spies can pop up right behind you, scouts can double jump over your head, and soldiers can rocket jump everywhere. When these are the things that are happening, getting a wider view of the map is really gonna help you. So, go to video settings and drag that slider to the max. Also, be sure to drag the view model FOV slider to the max as well. This is in the advanced options. Doing this will pull the weapon further away from the screen, making it less distracting. You can enable minimized view models in the advanced settings as well. This will lower the weapon and it really helps you see the enemies clearer. You hear that? That is a hit sound. Let's do it again. The third mistake is not using hit sounds. Hit sounds are sounds that play whenever you deal damage to an enemy. Now you might think that, Dunfor, why would you want to have that? You know there are damage numbers, right? I'm not blind, I can see well, I don't need glasses. These yellow numbers do the job already, no need for useless sound war. Well, enemies move and they sometimes go behind walls. And if you damage them behind a wall with, for example, rockets, you can't really see the damage numbers anymore, right? So hit sounds are still very useful and they really can inform you that, you've dealt damage. They are disabled by default, so be sure to enable hit sounds in the advanced options. You can even make some funny custom hit sounds like the one I'm using right now. Another mistake that I see people making is playing in casual. Now, I play in casual all the time because the players there aren't that good, and I'm not that good at the game as well, so it kinda equals out. And I'm also on TF2 Premium. I can use text chat and voice chat if I want to. Plus, I'm in Asia, where aimbots in casual aren't as rampant, so I still play in casual. But if you're a free-to-play that isn't living in Asia, I highly recommend playing in community servers. Unlike casual, you can actually use voice and text chat. Unlike casual, you rarely see any aimbots. Unlike casual, you get to choose if you want to play with random crits or not. There are so many benefits to playing in community servers, especially as a free-to-play. So, go on Uncletopia, go on Skyle, go on Black Wonder, and have some old school TF2 fun. Honorable mentions: not using a config. Configs can make the hit registration better and make the game run faster. Search up master config in Google and read the installation guide here. When using an automatic weapon, you will see separate numbers pop up one after the other. If you enable stacking damage numbers, the numbers will actually add up and you will have an easier time counting damage. Enable it here. Free-to-plays have limited item space and sometimes you gotta delete something in your backpack, right? I get that. But please don't delete achievement items that can't be reobtained, such as the Gibbous and Pyrovision. They might seem like useless items that have no value, but once you delete them, you can't get them back. I actually deleted them myself when I was a, filthy free-to-play, so I can't really pretend to be a new player and troll others anymore. So don't be like me and don't delete the Gibbous and the Pyrovision, okay? Alright, so finally we are at the biggest mistake. And the worst mistake that I see beginners make is buying from the Manco store. It's okay to buy keys or map stamps there, but anything else is a massive ripoff. The best way to get weapons is to go on scrap.tf and trade your repeated weapons for the ones that you don't have, or straight up buy it with scrap metal. If for some reason you can't really trade, you can actually borrow weapons from the Manco store. If you want to get taunts or hats, buy it with metal. It's way cheaper to get items through trading than getting them through the Manco store. Therefore, do not believe in these starter packs. Its content are basically worth nothing in the community market. Only buy keys and map stamps there. If you want these types of keys, you can even get them cheaper from marketplace.tf. Okay, so that's it. That's the 5 biggest mistakes that I see new players make in Team Fortress 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, and goodbye.